Look at this place. Look at this rig as well. Oh, Louis boy. It is quite remarkable. I understand why they call it Mars. Because, well, it's all just, this is really rocky, but the actual course is just this loose sand underneath, essentially. Got my gaiters on. There's camp down there. There is the starting arch. We head that way. 46k loop, day one. But obviously, my only comparison right now is Sri Lanka. And I'm so thankful that it's not even slightly humid. Last night it was about 26-ish, 20 degrees in the evening, and then it cooled down quite rapidly later on. So we managed to get about 6 or 7 hours sleep, which is an absolute touch. Woke up at 5 this morning, went to bed at like 9. So now, me and Lou are just gonna have a quick stretch. Obviously do the social media thing, get some photos and stuff. Obviously we've got no signal whatsoever, so you're seeing this vlog when I get back. But it's gonna be special. It's gonna be a very special day, so I'm excited to get moving. 4.5, 5k in, and I'm in like the leading-ish pack. There's 2 guys who've stormed off, and then there's like a little cluster of about 6 in front of me, and then me on my own, where I like it. I've gone out super hot. We're holding around a 5-minute kilometre pace, which is way too much, so I'm just easing off a little bit, get hold of my breathing, and roll on into this first checkpoint. 24k in, I hit half marathon in just under 2 hours ish, coming up on the 3rd checkpoint. I got some with my headphones in for a bit, listening to a playlist my wife made me. I'm like, for fuck's sake, the first 6 songs I was like, what are they going to be? Just basically just found any song that has running it, and then the next song had the most horrifically filthy drum and bass drop, and I was like, fuck, it was amazing. But yeah, now I'm like, I'm loving life. Legs are a little bit tired, don't get me wrong, hip flexors getting beaten up on this terrain, but we're grafting, we're living, that is key. We're living, exploring, adventuring. Let's go. Feeling good for this bloody checkpoint.
Enjoy it, buddy. 65.
Yep, I'm feeling 65. Right, first day finished, 43.3k, and I was 4 hours 45 and 8th overall. Big push, big day. Probably all went out a little bit hard today considering it's extremely hot and there was a lot of sand. But yeah, body's feeling not too bad, like first marathon in the bank, and I'm happy, like sub 5 hour marathon in sand. I'm quite blown away. So just waiting in the queue to get a massage. I've got my electrolytes, carbohydrate and protein in a shake ready to go, and then the recovery begins to go 56 tomorrow. Massage done and journal for today done. Actually something that I introduced in Sri Lanka. It's a nice way to decompress, consolidate some memories from the day, and actually look back at when I first got to camp last night. I looked back at my journal once I'd finished and I was like, oh yeah, I remember this, I remember that. It's nice to look back. And also as well, it just frees the mind up so I can start to focus on the next day. I've tried journaling in a lot of different ways, but I seem to really gravitate towards it specifically when I'm away on adventures. And also, I really miss my girls. And this will be something that I can share with both Carly and Jax. When Jax is old enough to read, she can read it back and be like, you're gnarly, Dad. Or she can be like, you're an absolute loser. Either way, it's a nice way to decompress. And I'm just here. Look, the camp is all down there. There's a couple of people still finishing. And there's obviously music going on. There's a lot of people talking about the day. For me, like, it's amazing, but I kind of get a little bit sick of talking about the day because it's kind of done in a lot of ways, and you can get really paranoid, really frustrated, really worried about the next day and that kind of stuff. You get caught up in it, so it's nice to just get out of it for 5 minutes. I've got my toe separators on. I've already massaged my legs and everything and had a massage from the osteos. So now, eat some more food, stretch some more, and on today too. It's just gone 6 AM, as you can see. It's still not light. We've got 50k to do, heading off at 6:30 AM. Body's feeling a lot better than it did last night. We're going to take today nice and steady because tomorrow is a 70k day. 5.5k in, day 2. Body's feeling all right. Left hip's a little bit annoyed. I think it might just still be a little bit tight if I'm honest. Holding around a 135 to 140 BPM right now, which is quite lovely. I'll hold that for as long as I can. All right, let's get into this. This is the terrain at the moment, quite lovely. It will soon turn very soft, I believe. Up, about 34k in, 17k to go. It's getting real tough now. It's a good 30 degrees. I've been on my own for about 2 hours. Legs are very, very tired. Yeah, I'm ready to finish today, but we're gonna keep trucking because that's what we do. Oh, just under 6k. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard. We don't quit, but this is where the growth starts. I just fell into some signal, got a message from the missus. Oh, makes me so emotional. But yeah, we keep pushing, but this feeling right now is what you remember at the end, because like this is what we call one of the lows, so we can appreciate the highs. It's probably made a little bit lower just because I'm not with the girls, but it's not all smiles and PBs. Sometimes it's fucking shit. And that's where we grow. Like I said, we grow in the dark. So in the brightest place I've ever been, it's very fucking dark right now. We keep moving. Told you we get it done. I got back 5th in male, 6th overall. So on those days, and it really hurt, and I was like, I'm in a shit place. I ended up getting the best position that I've had in this race. I'm in a lot of pain right now. I think 2 of my toenails have come off. It's like one of those days where you're like, I don't want to take the shoes off. But I'm very proud of that effort. That was by far the hardest day I've ever had on a course. And tomorrow, we've got another nearly 30k on top of that, or 20k. We're gonna have to pull from some really dark demons to get tomorrow done, but we're gonna do it. We don't quit, we don't stop. And if I can inspire at least one of you to believe in yourself a little bit more, even when it gets tough, then this is worth it. This is already worth it to me, but I want you to know that it's not always easy, and it's not supposed to be easy, but there's no reason to not do it, and no reason to not believe in yourself. So whatever it is that you're challenging, or you're battling and you're unsure, back yourself and you'll get it done. Now I need to eat, drink, take my shoes off and have a massage. So this nail is on its way out, and this blister right here is going to help push it. Unfortunately, today we've added this one, and this is a massive blister. Couple on here as well, and I've got this little toe hiding behind there. That is basically all just blister now. That was a very, very hot day. Now I've got another one on top of this toe, so I'm gonna have to get some of them drained so I actually bend these toes, because that's as much as I've got at the moment. So yeah, thank you, Jordan. First wave, day 3 heading out. That's a pretty special sight. Off they go. So I'm gonna keep this short because it's pitch black and you probably can't even see me anyway. But me and Lou were very happy-ish. We got put into, with our times, it meant we got to go in the second wave. So instead of starting at 4 a.m, we start at 5 a.m. So a little bit less time in the cooler conditions, but still more time than the top 3 elite athletes who are going to be leaving at 6. 68 to 70k to do today. Bodies are feeling good. Lewis is absolutely crushing it. This is his, what, 4th of the year?
Number 4, yeah.
Mental. So we're gonna smash this out. This is gonna be a PB distance for me as well, so I'm really excited. Stroke apprehensive. You join me 50k into by far the hardest physical training day of my life. The long day. We've got 70k to do, 2 more checkpoints. It is blisteringly hot. Been working with a couple of guys, but now I'm so tired. The sand apparently has got really, really deep from here on out, so it's going to be basically just time on the feet for the next 20k. But yeah, we're going to get it done. This is This is savage. All I can do is laugh. Done. That was absolutely savage. 72k, 9.5 hours, and this is camp. So that's the view. That's the famous ultra-rated arch we come through, and now we are sleeping up here. I'm up here. Where am I? Like there somewhere. We're here for one night. It's pretty special. And then tomorrow 46k, then finally 40k to finish up. This is next level. 160k down, I believe, or 162. Gosh. So this site, of all the beautiful sights I've ever seen and want to remember for the rest of my life, this one I do not. This is the valley. I don't know if you can see the incline. It's just a gradual incline all the way up and around that corner, so about 10-12k. It just gradually comes all the way up. You see a couple of guys, tiny little minnows down there. You can see just how tiny we are, how far away it is. All the way up there, round that rock, and then into the finish, which is, you just see it poking over the back there. It's the most demoralizing thing in the world, and it was 40 degrees. Day 4, penultimate day. This is where everybody slept, which is pretty gnarly. I say slept, I shuffled all night, slept about an hour because my sleeping bag popped, or my roll mat popped. And this is pretty hard. Today, about 48k, going, oh, he's having a wee. Don't know where we're going, hopefully not that way, back down the valley. And then we're gonna bring it home with a 40k tomorrow. At least the toilets are discreet. Guess that's what happens when 130 people are using them. So I didn't put much into vlogging today, because today, even though it's a penultimate day, feels like the last day. From what I can remember of Sri Lanka, tomorrow's just vibes. You just get it done. It's a 43k. So today was 44k. This is the camp. We're now at our final camp. So tomorrow we will be running under that archway. Thankfully, it's been really tough for the last time. I have been told that if I get under that archway and complete the 43k in under 47.5 minutes, I believe, I will get a white ribbon, which means that I've completed the whole 250k in under 30 hours, which is mind-blowing to me. Not only to complete it in that time, but also as well in the sand. But that's going to be tough. Like, that's going to be the hardest 43k that I've done all week, considering that I've already done a 43k and it took me 450 something, I think. So we're gonna do the best we can. Body's feeling okay. I've had a massage, had some food, chilled out. It feels a little bit better than it did yesterday because I had a little bit more of my usual routine. And also spent some time from Marcus from who he's basically owns a company called Inner Fight. Check him out, he's an absolute legend. Filmed some amazing content for me, of me while we were running, and ran with me for like 10-12k today, and it was very much appreciated and very much needed. So now, chill out, one more to go, and then I am getting home to my girls. These feet are trashed. Stay at that, boy. Gonna lose this nail. This boy is pretty spicy. And then this little toe is just so painful now. This nail's going. And I think there's a blister underneath the back there somewhere. Wonderful. Final day. It's going to be a big push. 43k. Total time I've got to get is under 4 hours 47. So I'm going to say now that I'm probably not going to vlog until I get back, because I'm just going to push and focus on the race, and try and get under that 30-minute time stamp, which is mental to even be saying and entertaining it. I think I'm currently in 6th position overall, which is amazing. So yeah, hopefully you will get a very smiley face regardless at the end, but hopefully it's for a multitude of reasons. So let's go. Perfect day, finished with a perfect color. We got the sub 30 hours for the 250k. I went out, I had 43k and I had 4 hours 47 to do it. And basically I just said I'm gonna hold a 10 km/h pace or thereabouts, which would bring me in with a little bit of change around 4 hours 18 minutes. I came in 4 hours 13 minutes, and that is by far the most painful day I have. It's the most painful week I've ever had. That was so hard. The Ultra X team were amazing, the locals were amazing, the osteos, literally the doctors, everybody had to look after all of us this week. I don't even know what my feet look like. They are a mess, and if it wasn't for some of those doctors and the osteos treatment, I wouldn't have got round. That was horrific. So now I'm gonna have my first shower all week off a hose at the back of a lorry. I don't care, it's still gonna be a shower. And then I'm gonna have a nap, and then I'm gonna have a beer tonight. But I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you all so much for coming to Wadi Rum with me and Jordan. It was amazing. If you want to know anything more about the race, let me know down below, and I will send you all of the details. And I can firmly say, I highly recommend. If you want to go to Mars and hell and back again, it's so worth it. Thank you for coming.